Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Mike. I got him. Slam.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brought down back at the 19. Check 24. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Under 10.
Get it.
10.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the set. Blue draw corkers.
Mike. All day. Bang. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson.
Kill.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
Let's go. 10-2 soft.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Snap.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. from 13 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 0. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you.
Big rip.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready.
On second down, it's Jones. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Golf.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Operating from the gun, Burton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Burton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Hey, Sam off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Burton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On the ready.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Burton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Broncos take
We got
over
this.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the screen. Here we go.
Let go.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Raiders nothing.
Ready?
The mic. 57's the mic.
Smoke.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. And the Raiders have got him. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gone. Deep rip.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Hey.
Check hot route. Hot.
6-6, bullet high.
57.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back.
We got this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Now!
Kill. Mike, check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill. Get it.
Off the play fake. Burton. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Hey, lock it.
You got nothing today.
Raider first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9. At the 9.
Ready.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
All right, D, let's. All right, D.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Dog. Hey.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hard.
You're trash.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll find Hall. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Okay, ready? 80 weapon.
57's the mic. Watch the curl.
Now.
Off play action. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
57. Mike, 57. Man out.
Hurry up, lead rip.
2nd and 14. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Raiders.
Okay, break.
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get it.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Burton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys, bring it up!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the shift.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Shift, watch the shift. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. All day, baby, all day, baby, all day.
Say go.
Looking to throw. Daniels throwing the out route and complete. That's Fleming. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
53.
They gonna need some things. Hey, exit.
Check. 53's Mike.
X3. 218, chop it down.
From the gun on third down. Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53, Mike, 53. Hey, here I come. Like it. Wahoo. Here I come. Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's do this.
A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Ready up.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Burton going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends. They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Run for Pollard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
60 out low.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get it.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Watch two.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Zoom.
2nd and 11.
Lock it down, baby. You ain't got the key to this one.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Go.
Watch that. Tighten up. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm here all day.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Hey, watch the edge. Watch
it. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let him know.
Now.
Again, it's Jones. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Watch the flag.
Big grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Burton.
Watch out.
And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Come on, set.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Burton. He's able to find Wallace. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Switch 5.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike 57.
Leo.
Take you to school. Check safety.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm all over you. Get ready.
And that is going to do it. For this 3rd quarter of action, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready,
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got him. Deuce.
Yes.
They run the counter. Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
Okay,
The
ready?
Raiders on third down.
Squeeze.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Burton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Okay, break.
53, Mike. Watch the slant.
Big grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels got his man complete over the middle. It's Fleming. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mike, 53. Bring it.
Set 5.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped. Before he could even get started.
Marcus Davenport. Tackle made back
Okay,
at the
baby, I see you.
17-yard line.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Going to run again here with Pollard.
Run!
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
49. Hey, Sam on. Clear.
On 4th down, Daniels toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want to back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Jack 31. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
No.
Greystone travel.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky. Check.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Check pass.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Burton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
18
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you.
They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Let's go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
There it is.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Back 61, matchbox lights.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Denver, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5, and they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.